Hi, my name is Keith Page, and this is Joaquin Perocillo, Zeraly Saromines, and Bea Arguelles. And in this video, we are gonna tackle all about appeal.
Find your favorite chair. I've got the popcorn.
Hello, can you see the difference? What can you say about the animated characters that we all admire? Its color, figure, shape? As you can see, the two characters' approach are different from a certain perspective. This is what an appeal is known for. Appeal is one of the animation principles, which makes the character and design stand out. It does not necessarily mean good-looking or cute characters. It means interesting in dynamic designs.
And this makes appeal the most objective out of all the animation principles.
Appeal is not only used to the main characters, but everyone, from the villain to the side characters. As an example, Disney animators named Frank, Thomas, and Ollie Johnston created a guideline called the 12 Principles of Animation.
A baby?
The goal was to teach fellow animators in creating lifelike characters. The guidelines discuss the role and importance of appeal within an animation, wherein the main goal of the animators is to make their characters and objects enjoyable to look at. There are 3 ways to add an appeal to a character. These are use of shapes, proportion, and lastly, simplicity. Rather than using the same shapes for all of the characters, using different types of shapes based on the personalities to add variation to the looks can create appeal. The next one is the proportion. Play with the proportion. How can you do this? By exaggerating the areas that will make the characters look interesting. For example, exaggerating the size of a character's head, eyes, hands, and feet while shrinking the size of the character's body. And by this, we can already see each character's differences and their appeal. While character design for illustration and character design for animation are 2 entirely different things. That is why it is preferable if the designs of cartoonists or animators do not have many details, because if they do, they will be too difficult to animate. It is very vital to know which details to keep, because they will be drawn many times. Well, if you're asking, what is the importance of appeal in animation? Appeal is the basis on how animators determine if their way of animating is correct. This is done by following certain rules and principles. Through this, the animators are capable of modifying the things needed in their animation. But it doesn't necessarily mean that it is something to rely on internally. At the end of the day, everything still depends on the animator, which rules and principles are only applicable and which are breakable. It all depends on the goal or intention of the animator that he or she is trying to convey towards the audience. And for that, you are now knowledgeable on what is appeal for an animation.